Hello everyone, FSG here. Again, we are back with some more Autodrive and Courseplay fun. Today we're looking at the two of them working together to pick up grass from a field using a Forage Wagon. And we'll go through each of the steps, how you can set this up in Courseplay and how you can set it up in Autodrive so that it automatically gets to the field and then flips over to Courseplay and starts to pick up the grass. One of my, I think, favourite ways of using Courseplay and Autodrive together, to be honest. Really enjoy the way that this works, and it seems to be super slick and seamless every time. So let's start straight away by setting up our mower. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be a mower. You can mow this and then use a windrower. The only advice I would say is make sure that you save the course on a windrower if you do it that way. But of course, the Big M Crone mower allows us to swath drop. So we're going to just, for the purposes of this tutorial, not worry about having to mow it and then swath it separately with a windrower. So first things first, we need to just make sure that we toggle the mode to the right one. So Control Y, so we are on swath dropping. We'll position it just on the edge of the field here, ready to go. Now I am going to go into Courseplay now, so hitting delete here, we will go to where it says no course at the bottom. This isn't a tutorial of how to set up a Courseplay course. Hopefully you will have done that by doing the basics, and if you haven't done that yet, I'll put a link to the video in the description as well if you want to check out some of the basics. But I'm assuming at this point you know how to set up a simple course for Courseplay. So we'll go into fieldwork settings. Let's give it a couple of headlands. Let's give it rounded corners as well, because that helps with the swath pickup. And let's hit generate course. Now that should, yep, zoom in. You can't always see it because of the icon for the vehicle, but that looks like a pretty decent course to me. So let's head out of here. We want to switch it to first waypoint because that's where we're starting here. And the next thing we want to do before we send this off on its way, we want to hit copy course down here. So we're pressing copy course, and then we can set this off on its merry way. And there we go, dropping down, and you can see we have got that nice swath coming out from behind the mower that we can go and pick up. Why I had auto drive up there on the mower, I don't know, because we don't need that for the mower. We have got everything we need now from the mower. Yeah, like I said, the key thing at the end is make sure you copy that course. So, over to the fent now. So here we are in the fent, and this is the reason I wanted you to copy the course, because basically we're going to utilize that course. Even though the mower is wider than the pickup for the Forage Wagon, we're going to use that mower course to make sure that we pick up the swath and it is centered in the middle of the Forage Wagon. So I'm just going to move away from the field there whilst he comes back around to finish off that first headland. So I'm going to stop here. What we're going to do is set up our Autodrive course now, but before we do that, first things first, I want to paste the course we've just copied. So I'm going to press that. So now we know that the fent is working or has the same course as the mower. Now we're going to forget about Courseplay. We can switch that off completely, and we're going to go up to Autodrive up here. So first things first, we're going to go into edit mode and we are going to create a course. Very simple course, this one. We're basically going to get ourselves lined up on the road here, hit the record button, and off we go. As always, I like to have my course above me, so in the second menu down, line height above tractor, because it just means you can see where your course is being drawn. So let's draw this out now. We'll head up to the junction here, make sure we're not falling out with any traffic. I'm being brave by leaving the traffic on. We may change that at some point. But let's run down this road here. Now I have set up a couple of options here. We have got the multi-fruit silo from Omatana, and we have got a silage bunker as well. So let's run it into the silage bunker first. we can try both of these. I'll show you how to switch courses if one gets full. Of course, with silage monkeys, you do need to really be thinking about leveling it as well at some point. But for us, for now, this will do. So let's call this silage bunker. Okay, that. And we will roll around and head back to the field. Now what I don't want to do here, I should have done a two-way course there, but this isn't really an auto drive course creating tutorial. This is really a demo of how you flip between Courseplay and auto drive or pickup. So let's just go this way to give ourselves a little bit of scope for maneuvering things around, and we'll roll down here. Now all we need to do is put a loop in. Preferably you want to put this loop behind where your start point is on Courseplay there, so as we've got it there, let's just do something like this. Let's do our field point here, so let's call this field 2 because I believe it is field 2 on the map. Let's just roll forward one more. Typically it's not going to give us another node, is it? Come on. It has just. Okay, there we go. Field 2. And all we need to do now is hook it back up to the other part of our course. Now I am going to go back here to the farm and just link this up to the multi-fruit silo as well, so we've got both bases covered. So I'll stop recording here and we will drive back up to the farm. Now the benefit of doing this is that mower gets a little bit further ahead and we don't have to worry about getting too close to it and crashing into it. So here we go, we'll go around here and we'll pick a point at which we are comfortable that we can peel off. Probably here actually. Let's reverse until our red line is against that node there. Let's hit record again. There we go. And we are going to head off in this direction. Now I'm going to just right click on this now and realign it. Now sometimes, yes, you're seeing what's happening here, sometimes the node bounces off the vehicle. So sometimes what you want to do is just roll forward a few more bits until the vehicle is out of the way, like this, and then go back and sort your course if it's slightly misaligned. So there we go. Now right click and sorted. Now we're going to roll this over the grate here like so. Let's go forward again. Our rule of always going further forward than you want to, because it will always stop when it detects that trigger. So let's call this multi-route silo. Just okay that. And actually, for ease, we will try and link back onto this course without making too much of a tight turn. But there we go. That and that. Stop recording. And we are done. We are done. Now the course that we want, so we're just going to set things up now to go straight from autodrive to Courseplay. Now, you need to have a specific course, so you want to go down to your courses icon next to your start stop button, and you want to scroll until you have pick up and deliver. So this is your pickup icon, this is your deliver icon, and we've selected the crop that we want as well. So our pickup will be field 2. Let's drop it off at the multi-fruit silo, and it's going to be grass. Okay, so we've got our course set up perfect now. What we need to do now is we need to come out of edit mode. Now this is the most important thing. So you can see here we have the icon, which is the same icon as you get for the AI workers in FS25. That is because if you wanted to, you could use autodrive with the AI worker in the field if you wanted to do it that way. We don't want to do it that way. We may do a video on that in the future, although to be honest, if you've got Courseplay installed, the likelihood of using the base game AI workers is pretty slim, so we'll stick to Courseplay for this video. Now you don't want that. You want Courseplay. but Courseplay is not showing there. So what you need to do is need to right-click on this icon here. And when you right-click on it, it brings up the Courseplay icon. But the Courseplay icon is greyed out here. So, at the moment, this would drive to the field. It would get to field 2, and it wouldn't do anything. Because what you've got to do now is turn this on so that when it reaches field 2, it knows that it can flip over to the Courseplay. Because remember, we have our temporary course here that we pasted from the mower. So it has a course built into it, so it will go off and do its thing. Look, if I click on temporary course here and pan over here, you can see it's got the mower course ready to go. So all we need to do now is click this again, left click this time, and you'll see it'll go from greyed out to coloured. And we are just going to hit go on Autodrive now, and off it goes. Now I'm going to leave Courseplay up as well. I'm going to leave the two menus up. Let's just follow this on its merry way around its course, because I want to show you what happens with Courseplay once it gets to the field. So it's going to run down here. Got 13 seconds till it arrives at field 2. Hopefully it's not going to banzai it around here too fast. Nope, we're looking good. And remember, our Autodrive course, let me just turn this on. There's our field 2 icon. It should, when it gets to field 2 icon, flip over into Courseplay. And you can see there that Courseplay has now gone green. It's gone the green play button. We didn't press that. It did it automatically. And it's telling us it's 11 minutes and 51 seconds, 50 seconds until it's done. And it can see it's on point 28, 29, 30 of 498 points, and it's going to keep rolling around the field until it is full. We're at 29%. What I'm going to do, just to avoid any accidents as well, is get in the mower and move it out of the way, because this guy's finished his job now. So we'll just get him out of harm's way so he doesn't interfere with the tractor. There we go. We'll just park him on the verge here, and now we'll spin back to the Fendt. So, as you can see, we are around about 60% full already. Now, if you want to, you could close your Autodrive, because you don't really need the window up anymore. Now, I'm going to leave it up for the purposes of this because it shows us our course, but right, let's just close it with the course up, because basically all the information we need now is sitting in Courseplay. You could also close Courseplay if you want. Once you set this up and it runs, it will just run till the end of the field. So we are coming down the back straight here, 99% now. Look, we've finished. It's lifted the pickup and it is making its way back to field 2. Let's just pull up this so you can see field 2 has gone green there in the Autodrive menu. And the moment it hits field 2, it should flip to multi-fruit silo and run us up to the farm. So there you go, it's hit that point. Drive to unload point now. I am dicing with death with having these cars on the road, but we'll see how we get on. Hopefully they'll be forgiving. Over the road here, and we will thunder down here. We've got it set to the multi-fruit silo at the moment. And over we go. And get it tipped. So again, good example here of when it detects the trigger, even though it's not reached the multi-fruit silo waypoint yet, it's recognised it's over a trigger and is unloading. So that's good. We'll just let it unload here. I have gone for a relatively small forage wagon, so it speeds up the time between loads, so we're not waiting ages for it to fill up. But there we go, unloaded. It will run to the multi-fruit silo point. Watch it flip back to field 2 there. It's telling us 59 seconds till it gets to field 2. It's just got to navigate this relatively tight corner here, and we'll be on our way back. And again, I want to show you when we get back, it will flip back over to Courseplay. Now remember, I've got this up in edit mode at the moment to show the course, but if I unclick it, remember our Courseplay icon here is in color. If we untick that, this would just run to field 2 and it would stop. In fact, let's just do that. So let me show you now. That's grayed out now. So when it reaches field 2, let's just turn it on again so you can see where field 2 is. When it reaches field 2, it is not going to start doing the Courseplay element of the course because it is not knowing it's there. So there you go, it's just stopping at field 2. So I would need to flip that button and off it goes again. But now, this is the interesting thing, it has remembered how many waypoints it did last time and will go back and pick up where it left off. So 132 waypoints out of 498. It's heading back to the point that it got full last time and is going to kick in and start working again. So there we go. Now I'm going to take this opportunity here to flip this to silage bunker as well, and we'll go and unload the next load into the silage bunker. But that is pretty much it. As long as you go through those steps, and I think the key one here is remembering to switch it from the in-game workers to Courseplay. A lot of people forget that you have to do that right click on the in-game worker icon to get the Courseplay icon up. So it defaults to that. So when if you've not done this before and you've loaded up Autodrive and you pull up the menu and you see that base game worker icon, the circle, the steering wheel, whatever you want to call it, that isn't your Courseplay one. You have to right click on that to bring up the Courseplay option, and then you have to left click on it to activate it. So do bear that in mind. So we'll run around this other headland just until we've got another 100%. We've switched our unload point now. So let's see what it does next time. It should automatically detect it, because at the moment Autodrive is turned off. As you can see down here, that is not green. So it's switching one off and switching the other one off as it flips between the two modes, depending on whether it's in the field or whether or not it's on Courseplay. Very, very clever, and the integration between the two mods, bearing in mind they're pulled together by two completely different teams, is really impressive. So here we are, we're coming up to 89% already, so we're nearly done. So it should actually work out very nicely for us being very close to the end of the field. There we go, and it's turned Autodrive back on here. It's gone green. You can see we're highlighting field 2 here. Now our field 2 point is just there ahead of us. So it's going to roll into the spot any second now, and we'll flip to the next waypoint, which should be silage bunker. And there we go. Silage bunker's gone green, so we know that's where it's going. And off we go again. Honestly, when you pull it all together and it works like this super smoothly, it is brilliant. Like I said, I think this is one of the slickest things that Courseplay and Autodrive do together. Yes, it's good with combines and forage harvesters and things like that, but there's something about forage wagons and mowers that just seems to work really, really well. It never seems to have the raft of hiccups that we've had before. But there we go, we are unloading now. So there you have it. That's us running back to the field again, and we are going to pick up where we left off. Again, I've left all the menus up just so you can see what's going on, but simple as that. Courseplay and Autodrive working in perfect harmony together. Great stuff. Love to see it. Let's just get it around this corner. It'll hit the field 2 point, and we're going to go back up that second headland pass just up there, like so. Super, super slick. Love it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you get the opportunity to have a play around with this. It, like I said, is one of the most enjoyable things I think that Courseplay and Autodrive do together. Seems to have a little bit of smoothness to it that some of the other elements don't have, and I love it. So there you go. Courseplay, Autodrive, more fun, more tricks. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them. And we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.